What if I told you that right now, inside your body, there's an invisible switch? A switch that literally controls fat burning, muscle repair, and even how you age. Well, guess what? It's real. And today, we're going to figure out how to flip that switch on. I mean, think about it. You already have this ridiculously powerful tool. It's not something you have to buy. It's built right into your biology, designed to keep you lean, strong, and feeling young. And the best part, it costs you absolutely nothing. But, and this is the big but, here's the kicker. Most of us are unknowingly switching it off every single day. Our modern lifestyles, our daily habits, they're just constantly and silently flipping that powerful switch to the off position. We're literally sabotaging ourselves and we don't even know it. So you're probably wondering, how does this thing even work? Well, it's not on all the time. It actually surges in these big, powerful bursts, and it happens at very specific times, when you're in your deep sleep and when you haven't eaten for a while, when you're fasting. It's kind of like your body has its own internal repair crew, but they only come out to work the night shift. And here it is. This is the absolute key. The moment you eat something that spikes your blood sugar, bam, that switch gets flipped off. Just like that. And honestly, this one simple fact is the secret to understanding how you can take back control. All right, so it's time for a proper introduction. Let's meet this master regulator. We're talking, of course, about human growth hormone. You'll probably just hear it called GH for short. So GH comes from your pituitary gland. It's this tiny little command center at the base of your brain. Now, for adults, its main gigs are managing your metabolism, repairing your cells, and just generally keeping your body composition in check. And like we said, it's not this slow, steady drip. Nope, it comes out in these powerful pulses, and almost all of them happen while you're sleeping. You know, the way this is controlled is actually brilliantly simple. Think of it like a light switch. Your brain has a go signal that turns GH on, and it has a stop signal that turns GH off. That's it, on and off. And pretty much everything we do, what we eat, how we move, how we sleep, it's all influencing which of those two signals gets the upper hand. Okay, so if we want to get this amazing hormone working for us, we got to learn how to hit those on switches, right? So let's dive into exactly how we can do that, naturally. Turns out there are 3 main lifestyle keys that are just massive for boosting GH. First, getting your blood sugar low, like through fasting. Second, high-intensity exercise. And third, some specific amino acids you get from protein. Let's break each one down. So, when you haven't eaten for a bit and your blood sugar starts to dip, your brain kind of goes, uh-oh, potential energy crisis here. And as you can see, that low blood sugar is a direct trigger for a huge surge in GH. It's basically a built-in survival tool. But why does that happen? Well, GH is the signal that tells your body, hey, start burning our stored body fat for energy. This pumps free fatty acids into your system for fuel, which is super smart because it saves the little bit of glucose you have left for your brain. And that right there is why fasting is pretty much the most powerful natural way to crank up your GH. Okay, next up, high-intensity exercise. We're talking about things like sprints or lifting heavy. This creates a kind of good stress on the body. It's basically a signal that says, hey, we need to repair and get stronger. And guess which hormone answers that call? Yep, growth hormone. It's what drives all that muscle repair and recovery. Okay, now this next one is super fascinating. Check this out. Certain amino acids, especially one called arginine that you get from protein, they have this unique superpower. They can actually block the stop signal. It's like putting a block on the brakes of your car. With less stop signal in the way, the go signal can just, well, go. And that means more GH release. All right, so we've covered the on switches. Now for the flip side. Let's talk about what most of us are doing every single day that's slamming on that off switch. It really boils down to 3 main culprits in our modern lives. Number 1, high blood sugar from all the snacking and sugary meals. Number 2, bad, choppy sleep. And number 3, that constant chronic stress that pumps out the hormone cortisol. Look, if you take away only one thing from all this, please let it be this. High blood glucose is the number 1 enemy of growth hormone. A sugar spike directly tells your brain to hit that stop button. This is exactly why that late-night snack, especially if it's full of carbs or sugar, can totally wipe out that crucial GH pulse you're supposed to get at night. Now, it's really important to get this next part right. Not all stress is bad for you. That short-term stress, like from a tough workout, that can actually give you a little GH boost. But we're talking about the other kind, that chronic, nagging, low-grade stress that's just so common these days. That kind of stress does the exact opposite. It jacks up your cortisol, which suppresses the go signal and boosts the stop signal, making your body resistant to GH. So here's a fun fact that might surprise you. Most of your GH isn't released during REM sleep when you're dreaming. Nope, it's released during deep, slow-wave sleep, mostly in the first part of the night. What does that mean? It means sleep quality is way more important than the number of hours. If your sleep is constantly interrupted, you never get into that deep, restorative stage, and your GH production just tanks. Okay, so let's put all these pieces of the puzzle together. When you look at it all at once, you start to see this really clear picture of how our modern lifestyle is creating the perfect storm for sabotaging this hormone. So, we really need to change how we think about this hormone. The name growth hormone is a little misleading for adults, right? It's not about growing taller anymore. It's really a fasting hormone, a repair hormone. Its main job now is to regulate your metabolism and keep your body in a constant state of repair. And this right here, this is the whole sabotage loop in a nutshell. We snack all the time, which keeps our glucose high, and that shuts down GH. Then we get poor sleep, which suppresses it even more. And we're chronically stressed, which creates GH resistance. You see how it's just this vicious cycle that feeds on itself? But here's the key takeaway, and honestly, it's super empowering. Your body is not broken. It already knows exactly what to do to heal itself, burn fat, and stay youthful. The problem isn't that you're missing some magic pill or supplement. The problem is just constant interference. We're constantly getting in our own way. So the solution is actually pretty simple. We just need to get out of the way. Stop hitting that off switch all the time and just give your body a chance to do what it was designed to do. So after all this, the question I want to leave you with is, are you controlling your biology or are your habits controlling you? Because the power to flip that switch, that's all yours.